So far, we have been only using the traditional way to join tables. We have not seen how to use the join keyword in joining tables. So to use the join keyword, we can use it in multiple ways. We'll start talking first about natural join. We can use natural join when we have tables having the same columns or basically same column names, and they have to have the same data type. If we have those conditions, we can use natural join in this case. An example are those three tables. For example, I have company ID in the three tables, and then I have the same data type, which is an integer. So I can just use the natural join keyword. So let's see an example on this on our data set. Let me just take this query out. So for example, if I want to get the names of the customers along with the order ID and order dates. So I will need the names from the customers table, and I will need the order information from the orders table. So I will start by saying select last name and first name, and I will also need the order ID as well as the order date, and these are going to come from customers and orders. So I'll say from customers, and recall that I have the same column, which is the customer ID in both customers table and orders table. So I'll say natural join orders. And if I run this, I got the first names and last names for all my customers. Another way is to say join using, which is going to give me the same result. So I will just comment this query, and what I need is those information from customers. Let me just get this. So I'll select the last name and first name and order ID and finally order date from orders. But instead of saying natural join, I will say join orders. So this is going to work if I have more than one column with the same name. I can specify the column. So I'll say join using, and in parentheses I will specify the column that is common in those tables, and this is going to give me the same results, because the only thing I'm doing differently here is I'm just specifying the column name. Now another thing that may work will work actually is if we have different column names having the same data type. So if I say it is called customer ID in the orders table, but in customers it's called ID, but they both have the same data type. So I will write the query, which will not run on this data set because I don't have the column name, but it is going to give you the idea. So let me just comment this. So I'll say select last name, first name, order ID, order date from orders, and then let me just have them with some kind of aliasing, C and O. This is going to make my life easier. And then instead of saying using, I will say on, and this is going to be my condition. So where C dot customer ID is equal to O dot customer ID. Now this is gonna work because I have the same column name, but supposing that the column names were different, the query is going to be something like this. So if I have the ID in customers table called ID, I will just say c.id in here, And if I have um, the same column names, I can use join on. So these are the four ways you can accomplish natural join. And I included a slide at the end that is going to basically have all of this information listed. So the slide is right here, and this is going to tell you how to accomplish inner join. So this is a wrap up of inner join. So you can accomplish using traditional way, which is using a where clause. You can go with natural join if you have the same column name in both tables. Join using is going to work if you have the same column name, but then you have other columns with the same name, so you want to basically tell which column you're dealing with. And finally, join on. If you have the same data type in columns with different names, you can use join on to accomplish the same thing. So all of these are going to help us accomplish inner join, which is basically inner equality join.